Hey, this is Ryan from the Sound Blaster team, and I'm here to talk to you about our latest flagship product in the Sound Blaster lineup, the Sound Blaster X7. Now, the Sound Blaster X7 is the biggest, baddest, and boldest Sound Blaster we've ever made. And given the long list of innovations and audio experiences that we've delivered to over 400 million customers, we don't make this claim lightly. So 4K TVs are a huge trend right now. Everybody wants that higher resolution for that added realism. And what we saw was that there was no equivalent in the audio space. Enter the X7. Quite simply, the Sound Blaster X7 is the most technologically advanced sound blaster we've ever made. There is a ton of expertise and design work that has gone into putting all of these components and all of these features into one stylish box. We wanted to create a product that our fans would be proud of. And what we've done is we've created a sound blaster that isn't just tied to your PC or Mac. It can attach to your smartphone. It can attach to your game console. It's a sound blaster designed to enhance sound from anything that outputs audio. Inside of the Sound Blaster X7 is the SBX1 multi-core DSP, a dedicated audio processor for handling all of your audio. On the front of the X7, we have a volume knob, has a nice weight to it, metallic, a power off and on button that also serves as a Bluetooth manual pairing button, a Dolby Digital decoding indicator which will light up if Dolby Digital is active, an SBX indicator, press this button off or on to instantly activate or deactivate SBX technologies, a 1/8 inch headphone as well as microphone input, and a 1/4 inch monitor headphone input. Behind this grill is a beamforming microphone that works in perfect concert with the Crystal Voice technologies, allowing you to have awesome voice communications even without a headset. On the side of the X7, you'll notice there is a USB host connection. This allows you to charge your smartphone or also directly connect your smart device to it. On the other side of the X7 is the near field communication or NFC area. This allows you to take your smartphone, tap it against the side, and you have instant connectivity with your Bluetooth smart device. We have an application called Sound Blaster Central that allows you to pair up your smart device to the X7 and use your smart device as a control to customize every single audio aspect. On the back of the X7 are binding posts which allow you to connect passive bookshelf or monitor speakers and will be powered by the Sound Blaster X7's 100-watt amplifier. You can adjust impedance output to 4 or 8 ohms. There are 5.1 discrete outputs for connectivity to PC-powered speakers, RCA line in, optical out, and a micro USB connector. And to show that we've thought of everything, we even include a headphone stand. The SBX1 multi-core DSP powers our SBX Pro Studio technologies that enhances audio playback in real time. SBX Surround adds more immersion and a larger virtual sound field. SBX Crystallizer restores and expands the dynamic range of audio, especially in compressed sources. SBX Bass is actually really cool. It's much more powerful than just cranking up the low end on an equalizer. It actually creates complementary bass harmonics that give you a much more rich and larger sounding bass. SBX Dialogue Plus hones in on the human vocal range and brings dialogue out from the mix. And SBX Smart Volume acts as an audio normalizer. You know how sometimes when you're watching TV and the commercials are louder than the actual show you're watching? SBX Smart Volume will bring those volume levels down or bring really quiet passages up so that the volume level is consistent. What Crystal Voice does is it allows us to enhance your voice while communicating. We can actively remove background noise, recognize that it's noise, and remove it from the stream. That's all because we have a processor listening, analyzing, and saying, I need to remove that from the outbound audio. So we confidently say the Sound Blaster X7 has the biggest array of features. It's the baddest entertainment audio product on the market, and it's our boldest effort to date, where we've overcome tons of technological obstacles to bring it to life. First off, you have the connectivity of external. If it's sitting on your desk, you have instant access to all the plugs, and you can also connect to different devices with it. So you can pair up with your smart device. You can use it as a secondary audio device by plugging in directly through the digital connection on the side or the line in. It just offers a bunch of functionality, and also one of the key features is we know that for modern gamers of today, a lot of that PC chassis space is being taken up by SLI video cards, so you don't need to share a PCIe slot. We know that space inside the chassis is very limited and connections inside the chassis is very limited, so what we've done is we've enabled the X7 to be as powerful, if not more powerful, than our high-end cards, but to put it right there on your desktop. A lot of people have never experienced great audio. We've started into an era where all audio is compressed, and it isn't until you hear audio in a different light that you really start to appreciate what it brings to the table. So when you talk about something like host audio, I'd liken it to if you buy a big TV. You have a 60-inch TV and you have the stock speakers on it, and you're watching a movie and you're watching that TV and you hear the audio and you're like, okay, this is good. I got a great cinematic experience. But then you go out, somebody convinces you to go out and buy a home theater system. You upgrade your amp, or you get an X7 and you power it through some bookshelf speakers, and all of a sudden, now you have a movie theater at home versus stock speakers in the TV. The experience is drastically different, and we really mean it when we say the difference between host audio and dedicated, accelerated, and pristine audio, it's that big of a difference. One of the coolest and most powerful features of the X7 is the ability of it to be deployed all on its own. It's got hardware processing and the ability to interface with a smart device via Bluetooth, so you don't need a PC anymore to have it in your living room. To connect it to a PS4 or an Xbox One, you would simply pop it up there next to it, plug in the optical cable from the Xbox One or PS4 into it, and then you would go out from the X7 to whatever audio deployment device you prefer.